The First Crusade began on November of 1095 with a speech given by Pope Urban II in the town of Clermont in central France. Pope Urban spoke to the masses asking for whoever for devotion alone, but not to gain honor or money, goes to Jerusalem to liberate the Church of God, can substitute this journey for all penance. This allowed restless knights to ride off into battle for the sake of God, and in return, all their sins would be forgiven if they fought in the name of Christianity, and restored Christianity to the Holy Land of Jerusalem after Muslims captured it in 637. This drastic approach had its roots decades before when Christians were trying to push Muslim lands to the edges of Europe. Pope Urban II asked for the help of Byzantine Emperor Alexios I, whose empire consisted of Greek Orthodox Christians. Emperor Alexios I saw advances of the Seljuk Turks toward Constantinople and feared their attack. So in order to protect his lands, Alexios I allied with the Christians. Men of all social classes joined the army, which caused the first of the Crusades to be rushed and ill-disciplined in nature. The Zealots people began what is called the People's Crusades, where Alexios sent them over the Bosphorus River and into Asia Minor. The Seljuk Turks saw the attack coming and fell completely and quickly. The rest of the major armies, led by high-ranking nobles like Bohemond of Taranto, Raymond of Toulouse, and Godfrey of Bouillon, marched to Constantinople, where the army gave their oath to Alexios, stating they would turn over his lands from the Byzantines in return for supplies, luxuries, and guides. The first major battle began in June of 1097 at the walled city of Nicaea. They won this first major battle only 120 miles away from Constantinople. Pride in their victory, they moved inland and across the Anatolian plain. Once across, a large Turkish army attacked Bohemond of Taranto and his troops. In most of the battle, Bohemond and his troops were losing horribly to the Turks due to their strength on horseback. Yet the Christians made a comeback after reinforcements from Raymond of Toulouse and Godfrey of Bouillon intervened with their armies. Once their victory was solidified, the Crusaders' resources and troops were deeply deplenished. Count Baldwin of Bouillon, the brother of Godfrey of Bouillon, feared a loss after Nicaea. Baldwin decided to abandon the army and with his troops marched to Syria, where he created the First Crusader state. He became the Prince of Edessa. Troops marched on to Antioch, where they were forced into a stalemate until nobles persuaded a local Christian living in Antioch to betray one of the watchtowers, allowing on June 3rd of 1098 for Crusaders to capture the whole city of Antioch except the citadel. The citadel is a fort of some kind that was used to foresee the city and was headquarters for the defenses. Muslim reinforcements were quickly approaching the citadel, and many knights feared it would be a slaughter. Emperor Alexios came to their aid, but the Christians still felt this would not be enough and asked them to go back to Constantinople in good faith. Right before the Christian army was going to retreat themselves, a miracle happened. A story is told that Raymond of St. Gilles, a cleric that accompanied them, had a vision. The holy vision showed him the resting place of the Holy Lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. The knights dug out the area where the cleric Raymond said for the spear to be. Once it was discovered, the army was reinvigorated. The Christians stayed to fight, and on June 28th of 1098, the Muslims charged. The poets say that through the help of warrior saints that rode on the back of Christian soldiers, they came to victory and captured the citadel. The Crusaders reached Jerusalem in June of 1099, and after days of war and the deaths of so many Muslims and Jews, the First Crusade was finally over. Crusaders reached the tomb of Jesus Christ and the Holy Sepulchre, giving them the belief that they can and will conquer the rest of the Muslim and Jewish people.